Hello, everyone. RBG Kim Kid here, back with some more Emio, the Smiley Man Famicom Detective series. I'm only going to call the Emio the Smiley Man, by the way. In the previous video, we start off the game and we start off our case about the Smiley Man and what's going on and everything, because it's a lot of kind of similarities. We learned about that. There's like, oh, this kind of not really kind of happened, but like, oh, there's some similarities to a case like this that happened 18 years ago, but there's some slight differences and variations for it going on. So we're trying to figure out what's what. And anyway, we came to the police station to talk to the inspector, but he was busy, so he couldn't talk to us. So then we talked to the other detective that kind of working with her, this lovely detective right here. And yeah, so let's we're gonna talk to her now and see what's up. Anyway, sup? So
ごめんなさい。仕事があるから失礼するわ。
oh, I guess we're not talking to her then. And she's gone. Doesn't look like there's anyone to ask. I'm the only one here. Should have looked at her. Yeah, but okay. Well, I guess we'll walk on out of here. I should ask if Inspector Kamada is still busy, just in case. What's this?
お願いします。一杯だけでいいんで。
お茶なら自分で入れてください。
そんな。
Detective Kamihara.
はあ、僕もお姉さんが入れてくれた熱々のお茶飲みたいな。
I can't believe he's begging like that.
そうすればこれからの捜査も全力で頑張れそうなのにな。
Don't trust him. Poor police officer. She doesn't even get a name and she gets harassed by this asshole. Ugh. Brings a tear to my eye with how pathetic he is. Omae wa anshinderu yo. Nani?
うわ、探偵くん。もう帰るの？じゃあ、
What?
またね。
Why is my hand like that with the why is my hand like that as if I'm wiping a tear from my eye? I would not do that at all. Took that one to the on the nose. Shrug it off, Dice.
見てたのね、今の。
Yeah. But I have some unrelated questions.
じゃあ向こうで話しましょう。私も戻らなきゃいけないから。上原刑事からちゃんと話は聞けた？
Yes, more or less. Got some information, I suppose.
What happened?
She's as lovely as ever. She is a pretty lovely lady. Has a beautiful lady. Think. Inspector Kamada's still in a meeting. I was wondering if Inspector Kamada is available.
ごめんなさい。打ち合わせが長引いちゃってるみたいなの。
Oh, that's lovely. I see. I should come back tomorrow.
いろんな刑事を見てきたけど、あの人は特別ね。
I'm sure he'd take that as a
あな
compliment.
たは ああいう大人になっちゃダメよ。
Noted.
あなた少し大人っぽくなったわね。
No, that means she's gonna be a victim. The flags are rising. She's gonna be a victim. I don't think so. But it's like, I don't know, just the fact that like this heart thing's right here is hilarious to me. It's like, what? Hey baby girl, can I get your number? Let's not do that now. Let's come back tomorrow. You know, when people will be dead. If you'll excuse me, I should head out. Please give Inspector Kamada my thanks for his help. But you didn't even see him. Yeah, I know.
気をつけて帰るのよ。
Oh my god, that's like her with the hand up like that. It's she's adorable. Hello, I'm back. You know I'm back. I'm back. You know it. You know.
おかえり。
おかえり。
おかえりなさい。
おかえりなさい。
君、今日の調査はどうだった？
Well, I went to the precinct to see what I could find out, and I learned absolutely nothing. Well, I learned the fact that that one detective guy is probably a guy we should never bother with ever again. No, I'm sure he'll have stuff, I'm sure. Inspector Kamada was in a meeting all day, so I spoke to Detective Kamihara instead.
そうか。お疲れ様。
そう、行くか。
あゆみちゃん、君は？
あゆみちゃん。
私は佐々木くんの家に行って話を聞いてきました。
Oh, that must have been fun.
佐々木家はごく普通の家庭環境だと感じられました。家族仲もとても良かったみたいです。すごく辛い最中なのに真実を知りたいからといってご家族には協力してもらいました。佐々木くんやご家族にトラブルなどはなかったようです。ただ
Just what? I mean, I also, again, they haven't pointed out unless I missed it, which I don't think I have. Was he coming home from somewhere and he passed that on his way home, or was he going somewhere from home and he had to pass that? Because like that's always the question. Like, what was he doing out there? It's like, well, how far away? Where does he live?
夕べ遅くに帰ってきた佐々木くんはそのまま部屋に閉じこもって出てこなかったようです。
Alrighty, alright. He's having like a little bit of an odd pattern here, it seems, with the sudden going out. Or not going out, just blocking
今ま
himself.
でそんなことなかったみたいでご家族も戸惑っていたそうです。呼びかけても返事がないので様子を見ることにしたようなんですが、8時頃お母さんが玄関付近で物音に気づき見てみると、受話器を持った学校の制服を着たままの佐々木くんがいたそうなんです。
Wait, hold on. When he came home that night, he locked himself in his room. Said he'd never done anything like that before, and they weren't sure what it was all about. He wasn't responding, so they were about to try unlocking the door, but he was there at home holding a telephone receiver.
すると佐々木くんは驚いたような顔で受話器を置くと、また自室に閉じこもってしまったということなんです。
wonder who he was talking to.
様子を見る限りそうみたいよね。もち
And
ろん
again,
電話
don't
の
know
相手はわからないわ。
don't know what year it is, so I don't think you'll be able to track phone logs.
間もなくして佐々木くんは出かけたみたいね。ご家族は気がつかなかったみたい。
You know, you think after the first time he came home to lock, and he locked his door, and then he somehow magically appeared outside, or you know, all that, you'd think they would have been like, all right, no, we're checking in on you, so what the fuck, bruh?
今日分かったことはここまでです。引き続き調査を進めていきます。
What in the world happened to this poor kid?
僕は18年前の事件の報じられ方を確認してきたんだ。ちょっと気になることがあってね。
Were the girls acting this
実は
way
当時
too?
例の紙袋のことを警察は公開していなかったんだ。
Right. See, I mentioned that before. I mentioned that during the in the previous video when we were talking to the guy. Hold on. Sorry about that. Sneezed. We were talking to the detective guy, and he mentioned he doesn't remember the paper bags. And see, that's exactly why you wouldn't want to mention that. Oh, so that's why Detective Kamihara didn't remember anything about it. Do you know why they withheld that information? So they could always, if they catch a person of interest, then they could slip up and mention the paper bags themselves.
心当たりはあるにはあるが、それについてはカマさんから聞いた方が確実だろう。
I understand.
当時警察が事件の詳細を公開しなかったのならば、連続少女殺人事件が都市伝説エミオのモデルだと単純に結びつけるのには少々無理がありそうだね。
But the legend almost has to be connected to the current case, doesn't it? In some way?
その通りだ。今回の事件を解く鍵はこの都市伝説にあると僕は考えている。
You specifically?
エミオのことは僕に任せてくれ。実に興味深い話だからね。さあ、二人とも今日分かったことをもとに君たちの推理を聞かせてくれないか？
わかりました。始めましょう。
All right. Let's review the info. First, let's look at my notebook first because I got a few things that got updated. There are no reports of trouble with his family. It seems that Isuke may have been talking to someone on the phone just before he died. Works for Investigation Division 1 on the police force. Seems to admire a certain officer at the Kofuku police station. I'm sure he's like that with a lot of the female officers. Alright, well, let's review since you don't want me to do anything else.
君の推理を聞かせてくれ。
So we have a victim, Isuke Sasaki, who was found with a paper bag on his head with a smiling face on it. Okay, first things first, I want to check something here quickly. I wonder if my mouth doesn't move because of this. Will it move when I do that?
これと同様の事件は
Oh my god, it does!
それは
that's actually a nice, I mean, it makes sense, but that is a nice little, like, hey, you know, a nice little attention to detail there. That's actually kind of cool. Series of similar crimes took place 2 years ago, 10 years ago, 18 years ago. I'm actually curious what would happen if I pick the wrong ones there, but oh well. 18 years ago.
そうね。
So, eh?
その通りだ。
A case from 18 years ago involved 3 murders. The victims all had one thing in common. All of them were teenage girls. Because, you know, as they say, teenagers scare the living shit out of me. They could care less, as long as somebody will bleed. So darken your clothes, and make sure you strike a violent pose. Maybe they'll leave you alone, but not me. All of them were teenage girls.
ひどい事件よね。
Oops, wrong button. And they were living a teenage dream. By one Katy Perry. So, the killer from 18 years ago was never caught. And the information about the paper bags was never made public. So only a handful of people know about it. The killer, the families of the victims, the police who were investigating, and whoever found the bodies.
どう？これまでに集めた情報から何か気づいたことはある？
I suppose what I can say at this stage is... what? What does it all add up to? Do you have any thoughts based on the info you have so far? I suppose what I can say at this stage is... I have no idea. No idea who killed Eisuke.
それはしょうがないわよ。まだ調査を始めたばかりだもの。
今日の調査で分かったことはそれぐらいだね。
情報の整理きちんとしていかなくちゃ。お互い助け合いましょうね。
I agree.
期待しているよ、二人とも。では、明日も手分けして調査を進めよう。
私は佐々木くんが通っていた中学校へ情報収集に行ってみます。
I think I'll see what else I can get from the police.
頼んだよ。
From the police. Disappearance, Chapter 2. Okay, so these chapters aren't really that long, so maybe I'll just do all of Chapter 1 here, or Chapter 2 as well, and then when we get to thing, we'll see, I guess. It kind of all depends. Thanks for taking time to meet with me, Inspector Kamada. Kamada.
おお、君か。昨日は来てくれたのに席を外していてすまんかったの。
It's alright, you're incredibly busy, but if you have a few minutes now...
もちろんじゃ。何でも聞いてくれて構わんぞ。ここじゃなんじゃし、奥の部屋にでも移動するかの。
Sounds good. So what's the latest on the investigation? Any more info on the victim?
残念ながら新しい情報は入ってきておらん。科捜研に頼んどる紙袋の鑑定も結果
That
待ちなんじゃ
damn
よ。
paper bag. Do, 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 do. let's think. Let's keep asking Inspector Kamadai. Alright, well, let's look at him. Is my imagination or is he oddly familiar? Well, of course he's... Dumbass. Anyway, about the paper bags. I heard that the paper bag itself seemed like it might have been old. Is that true?
よく知っとるの。まだ鑑定結果は出ておらんが。どれくらい古いものなのかはじきにはっきりするじゃろう。
Okay.
いつ頃のものなのかは結果待ちじゃの。
Okay. Oh, wrong button. Observation.
今回の山はなかなかの難事件じゃよ。つくづく。
Yeah, it's a pretty difficult case.
Nanja.
No! Button. I also didn't mean to open up. So still don't know how old that paper bag is. Let's find out why they didn't tell anyone about it 18 years ago. Because the reason... You don't want to explain the pattern of murders in the public for multiple reasons. 1, copycats. 2, so then you can catch the kill if you catch someone suspicious and they let it slip that they know something that wasn't released to the public or you mentioned to them. Understand they kept the paper bag a secret in the previous case, is that right?
ああ、わしは事件の捜査を担当しておったからの。
And it was a smart call. I see.
当時、紙袋の情報を公開しなかったのはあまりにも異様な手口だったからじゃ。下手に世間を刺激しすぎて捜査に支障が生じないよう
That's
に
also another
曖
reason
昧
too.
な
It
表
could,
現に
it
とどめ
could
た
very
ん
well
だ
have
よ。
Yeah. Try not to rile folks up. Which again makes sense. No, wrong button. Let's look at what we got updated. Probably on him, right? Yep. Inspector Kamado also led the investigation to the serial murder of girls 18 years ago. At the time of those killings, the info about the paper bags was not released to avoid alarming the public, which makes sense.
捜査に支障が生じないよう曖昧な表現にとどめたんじゃよ。
Okay. Let's keep asking Inspector Kamado the important questions. Okay.
君にも見せたじゃろ。紙袋をかぶった被害者の写真を。
That you did.
あんなもん見たら真似するやつは絶対に出てくるもんなんだじゃ。
Exactly. My understanding is that we never caught the killer who committed those crimes 18 years ago. Is that right?
恥ずかしながらその通りじゃ。恥ずかしついでいる。君にもう少しだけ18年前の事件について話しておきたいことがある。
Please, go on.
3件の連続殺人事件の発生を許してしまった当時の
Were
わ
there
しら
other
は
murders that you didn't mention?
もう一人の犠牲者も出してはならんと懸命に捜査を続けたんじゃが実はここでさらなる展開が待っておった。ある一人の少年が行方不明になってしまったんじゃ。
Ah. Okay. That's why it's called disappearance.
久世誠
Makoto
その少
Kusei.
年の名前じゃ。
Kusei, you said. Makoto Kusei. So are you saying...
そのまさかじゃ。
Oh.
久世君の6歳年上のお兄さんなんじゃよ。当時まだ14歳じゃった。
Oh, there we go. Well, hold on. He mentioned that they let it slip, right? Something else slipped through our fingers. Well, that doesn't really mean that... Well, first of all, obviously, she would know that her brother was missing. Duh. But I wonder if she knows if it could be... Now, is it tied to this case, or it could be something unrelated? It's going to end up being tied to this, so that could explain why she's also very hard focused on this case in particular, too, so...
彼もまた同一犯の犠牲になったのではと。わしら警察はそりゃもう落胆しての。
Either that, or he's the killer.
幸いにもその後紙袋をかぶせられた奇妙な姿の遺体が新たに見つかることはなかった。
Until now.
それ以来、久世誠は行
That's why
方知れ
they
ず。
never found him. So.
今現在も他の3件の事件と彼の失踪の関連性は分からずじまいなんじゃよ。
I mean, it makes sense he might be connected, which, I mean, I feel like he's going to be, so...
しかし一つだけ不思議なことがあっての。なぜか久世誠の失踪を境に連続少女殺人事件が鳴りを潜めたんじゃよ。
Huh.
もっともなぜ犯行が途絶えたのか分かってはおらん。
Well, until now.
久世誠が行方不明になって以来、新たな被害者は出ておらんのじゃよ。ああ、
Right.
行方不明といえば、当時事件の関係者だと見られていた男がおったんじゃが、最初の事件と同時期に
Alright,
行
so
方
that
が
was
わか
going to
ら
be
な
my
くな
other
ってお
things,
った。
like, was there suspects at all? Right after the first murder?
さよ、つまり連続少女殺人事件の周りで2件の失踪事件があったというわけじゃ。いずれも事件とは無関係だとは考えにくい。わしはそう思っとる。
Oh, yeah. Let's keep asking Inspector questions. Okay, well, let me look at my notebook quickly. We're going to get updates on a few things. She has an older brother named Makoto who disappeared 18 years ago. Junko Kusei's older brother, he disappeared 18 years ago and hasn't been seen since. Makoto disappeared around the time of the serial murders of girls. No new victims have surfaced, but a connection is unclear. The missing man. A man who went missing around the time of the serial murders of girls 18 years ago. At the time of those killings, Kamada said that there were two disappearances 18 years ago as well. Makoto Kusei and a man who knew the first victim. He didn't say he knew the first victim. He just said he disappeared after the first killing and he was a suspect. Thinks that the missing man may be connected to the murders 18 years ago somehow. Do you have any more information about the man who went missing? Like his name?
連続殺人事件の最初
Oh,
の
well, there
犠
you
牲
go.
者は知り合い
Now
だ
he
った
mentions
んじゃ
that.
よ。よく二人で会っとったようじゃぞ。
Alright, well, I need the age of both of them at the time. Clearly, well, the victims range from 13 to 19, so there could be some... It's a gray area, but yeah, I still need the ages and everything.
じゃが、 最初の犠牲者の遺体が発見されたのと同じ日にその男のアパートの部屋におびただしい量の血痕が残されているのが発見されてな。
Oh.
それもあって男は最初の事件に巻き込まれて負傷したと考えられておった。同時にその男が犯人であるという線も消えてはおらん。じゃが男は未だ行方知れず、真相は闇の中じゃ。
Do you know who this man is? Like, clearly, if you went to his apartment, you should know the name of the person then.
連続少女殺人事件との関係なんぞ何もわからんままなんじゃよ。
I mean, that's another thing, too. There's only connection between him and the first victim because you... Well, first of all, how do you know that those two know each other then? That's another question then. Like, how do you know that those two knew each other? So that's another question. So then the next question becomes, would he have connections with the other victims then? Alright, still talk about him.
行方とともに事件との関係も不明のままじゃ。
Do you have a name? Observations. Whoa.
すまんな。誇りっぽくてついな。なんせ例の紙袋が使われた連続少女殺人事件は18年も前の事件じゃから、今必死になって保管庫の奥から資料を掘り起こしておるんじゃよ。そのせいで少々
Good to be observant.
かなり部屋が埃っぽくなっておるんじゃ。
Should I tell him to grab a tissue for his nose? Yes. Yes, you should. I'm sorry to point this out, Inspector.
なんじゃ?
Yeah, it looks like you could use a tissue.
おっと、すまん。ちょっと待っとれ。
ちょっと待って。
恥ずかしいところを見せてしまったわい。
I really like these small attention to details things, like that right there. I wonder if if we never brought it up, he'd keep talking about it and such. But that's actually really cool. More observations?
アレルギー体質なの思い出したわい。
That could also be the case, I suppose. Alright, Missy Man still.
行方とともに事件との関係。
Okay. Murders from 18 years ago?
今考えても。
Alright, think. So there are two missing people involved in the case 18 years ago. Why don't I have the name for the man? Hello! One was a man who apparently knew the victim. They found blood in his apartment after he disappeared. The other was Detective Kusei's brother. Again, why don't I have any information? Koda Kusei has been missing this whole time. I wonder if Inspector Kamada ever met Detective Kusei as a child.
久世君のことは彼女が幼い頃から知っとるんじゃが、わしのことを覚えてるか？
Okay, what makes you think that?
しかしまあ立派に成長したもんでな。自他ともに厳しく冷静沈着で優秀な刑事じゃよ、彼女は。ただ
Just what?
久世君が少々無理をしとるようにわしには思えての。常に張り詰めて自分を追い込んどるように見えてならんのじゃよ。お兄さんの失踪が何か関係があるのかもしれんが、わしにはようわからん。ただの推測じゃ。久世君は佐々木英介の事件の捜査で早速あちこち飛び回っているようじゃの。常に全力で仕事に取り組む頼もしい刑事じゃよ、彼女は。
Reliable and always gives her all. Okay, let's talk about the case. Is it possible that Suki was killed by the same person who killed the others 18 years ago?
そりゃその可能性は否定できん。模倣犯による犯行という線も考慮すべきじゃろう。しかし当時紙袋に関する情報公開を差し控えたことを考えると、模倣犯の可能性は低いじゃろうな。過去の事件は10代の少女ばかりじゃった。しかし今回の被害者は男の子じゃ。さらにもう一点、18年前の事件との相違点があるんじゃ。なんだかわかるか
？And there's one other critical difference. Yeah, the victims were killed in a different manner. Victims were killed in a different manner.
おお、今回の事件の情報をしっかり把握しとるようじゃの。大したもんじゃ。連続殺人事件は素手による犯行。一方の佐々木英介は紐状のもので首を絞められとる。とはいえ殺害方法というものはその時の状況などで変わるのが普通じゃ。犯人の加齢等でも変化するもんじゃから、同一犯ではないという判断には結びつかんのじゃよ。
See.
18年前の事件とのつながりはあるのかの。
Alright, I have a feeling I'm not gonna get. Okay, so let's think. Paper bag might be the only common factor. It all seems like it's coming back to that smiling man urban legend. Come to think of it, Inspector Kamada heard of the smiling man? You know about the smiling man. By the way, are you familiar with the urban legend known as the smiling man?
Emio? なんじゃそりゃ。
Well, it relates to the paper bags you found on those victims. Paper bags with smiling faces on them. A man with such a bag on his head would appear in front of a crying girl and threaten to give her a smile forever. Victims are said to be found in the same type of paper bag with a crude smiley face drawn on it.
なんと、そんな都市伝説があるんか。いかにも18年前の事件が元になったような噂じゃの。
You said that the information about the paper bags was never made public, right?
さよ、警察としてはそういった無責任な話が広がるのは
And
勘
that
弁じゃ。
so again, that like just because if that urban legend came out, so that urban legend couldn't have come after the case because no one knew about the paper bags unless it was the killer who started spreading the paper bag rumor or urban legend. Yeah, I guess you could factor that. But you have to also factor in, like, you know, only the families knew, the victim, well, obviously the victims, the killer knew, the police knew, family knew, and whoever found the bodies knew. So.
しかし、第一発見者から噂が広がった可能性もある。 笑顔が描かれた紙袋という共通点がある以上、どこかでつながっとるのかもしれんの。あるいはこの都市伝説を模した愉快犯の可能性。こりゃいろいろ厄介な事件になりそうじゃわい。おっと、もうこんな時間か。そろそろ捜査に戻らんとな。
Should probably excuse myself as well. Let's head to the scene of the crime so I can take a look at the spot where the Bible's found. I think I'll be on my way now, unless there's anything else you can share with me.
そうじゃの。そういえば昨日はわしの代わりに上原くんが対応したんじゃろ。
Yeah, unfortunately. Yes, that's right.
久世くんはいつも以上に今回の事件の捜査に力が入っとるようじゃから、彼女の相棒の上原くんは大変じゃろうの。
Didn't know about the urban legend known as Emio the Smiling Man until he heard it from me. He's Detective Kusei's partner. Well, no shit. Oh, I learned his age. She's 24. Somehow. Don't know how he learned about that. She has an older brother named Makoto who disappeared 18 years ago. Detective Kusei is strict and thorough detective, but according to coworkers, she pushed herself a bit too hard at times. Her current work partner is Detective Kamihara. On the day the first victim's body was found, he disappeared, leaving behind a disturbing amount of blood in his apartment. What is his fucking name?
男じゃよ。そそっかしくてチャラチャラしとる。
That's putting it lightly.
思ったじゃろ。
To say the least.
しかしああ見えて上原くんはなかなか優秀な刑事なんじゃぞ。頭も切れるし勘も良い。ただし射撃の腕は最悪じゃ。
Terrible shot. Okay, so if I get asked to go team with someone, probably don't want to go with Kamihara because he's a terrible shot. Comes off a bit odd and even careless, but he's a good detective with sharp instincts according to Kamada. However, his shooting skills are the worst. That good old Ben, I believe it's Ben Schwartz. Did I say his name? The guy who voiced the Sonic in the Sonic movies, where he's leaning over someone's going, the worst. I think that's him. And I believe that's in Community. Good show. Think. Sure, I'm learning a lot of surprising things about Detective Kamihara. Let's learn more!
君も見たじゃろうが、奴はしょっちゅう久世君に怒られたる。
As in, not well. Yeah. She ripped into him again yesterday while I was here.
じゃが、正反対な者同士に見えて、あれでなかなかの名コンビなんじゃぞ。
They are quite the duo.
上原君は先輩の久世君を心から慕っとる。いつも張り詰めとる久世君はその上原君に随分救われとるようじゃよ。ああ見えて上原君とコンビになって周囲への当たりがソフトになったんじゃぞ久世君は。
This is her being mellowed out?
上原君のお手柄じゃの。
This is her being mellowed out?
久世君とは正反対な男じゃが、あれでなかなかの名コンビなんじゃぞ。
I guess. Fucking want to say that. Any more observations? What's wrong?
いや、何ちょっと久世君の話で思い出したことがあっての。
What is it? Something funny?
ああ、すまんすまん。ちょっとした笑い話じゃよ。上原君の射撃の腕があまりにもひどいもんじゃから、久世君が拳銃の携帯を禁止してくれと直談判に来たことを思い出したんじゃよ。
You know what? That's probably gonna be for the best. Classic Kamihara.
いつも一緒に行動しとるものからすれば笑い事ではないかもしれんがの。
But just don't be on the field with him.
さて、わしが知っとることはこれくらいじゃが、まだ何か聞きたいことはあるんか？
I don't know. I feel like I should keep asking about everything. Any more
上原
observations?
君の拳銃の携帯を禁止してくれと久世君が直談判に来たことを。
Alright, you say that.
久世君とは正反
Up
対。
to the tracks.
18年前の事件とのつながりは
18 years ago.
上原君の拳銃の件。
Yep. March from 18 years
今
ago.
考えてもな。
Alright, seems like you're doing all that stuff. I think I got everything I could from him. Let's get going. Nothing got updated in my notebook, did it? Oh, yeah, it did. Kamihara. In fact, Kamihara's shooting skills is so bad that Detective Kuze asked Inspector Kamada to ban him from carrying a gun. Yeah, I think that's something I gotta keep doing. I think I just gotta, you know, do what I need to do to, like...
なんじゃ捜査に出かけとる。署にはなんじゃ
Nanja!
署にはおらん。久世君と
Alright, let's go to the scene of the crime. Thank you so much for your time, Inspector Kamada. Should be on my way now.
おう、また何かあればいつでも寄ってくれ。
I will. Thank you.
そういえば君は今いくつなんじゃ？
Well, you got my age right there, pretty much. Nin 10, 19. 19, sir.
ということは連続少女殺人事件については
Sir, no, sir. I was a baby pooping my pants. No, sir. Just trying to learn everything I can now.
初めて触れるからこそ気づけることもあるはずじゃ。その新たな視点で調査に取り組んでほしい。君のような新しい存在が事件解決の鍵になると思っておるんじゃよ。
To our solve. Yes, sir. I'll do my best.
頼りにしとるぞ。
Hayate. Yes, sir.
ところで今からはどこへ向かうんじゃ？
Well, I was wondering if I could take another look at the crime scene. Do you mind? Or, you know, actually look at the crime scene because you weren't actually there?
いや、それはならん。嘘じゃよ。なんだ問題はない。君らは特別じゃ。
Oh, thank you.
まだ封鎖の跡が残っとるやもしれんが、奥まで入ってくれて構わん。ただし、
Yes?
久世君には内緒じゃぞ。
Here's the pump station Suzuki Sakae's theme was. Got the green light from Inspector Kamada. Time to check it out. We're all just victims of a crime. Victims of a crime. Body was found around here. An early morning passerby saw him lying strangely on the ground and called the police. I'm sure that was a terrible shock. Why would anyone have passed by here? No one's around. There's no one to talk to. Is this the kind of place someone would just pass by? I think Isuki's body was found in front of this fence. What a lonely place. Can't help but imagine him with that terrible paper bag on his head. There are warning signs here, one from the police and one from the water department. The bushes seem normal. No signs of trampling or anything knocked over. What's going on in here? I'm strangely intrigued. Okay, let's have a look around back. I didn't see anything out of place from the back of the pumping station, but it's a path leading up to the backside of the facility. So this isn't a dead end after all. Why the person who found the body came through here as some kind of shortcut? I don't see anything else of interest. Still, it's pretty spooky. I almost feel like the Smiling Man's watching me from the shadows. Who could have come here and done such a terrible thing to Isuki Sasaki? There are questions that they have not been asking that I feel like are very permanent to this, that they... Ugh. I don't think there are any more clues here. Let's take the bus back to the office. Don't see anything here that might be a clue. Let's take the bus back to the office. Okay. Let's see. The next bus is arriving in an hour. Oh no. Might be faster to walk back.
Yo, 探偵くん。お仕事ご苦労様です。
Hi. Oh, Detective Kamihara. I should actually be thanking you.
なんか新たに気づいたこととかある？探偵的な視点でないとわからない情報とかあったらぜひご提供を。
I'm afraid I didn't find much.
そっか。また何かあったら教えてよ。
Isn't he supposed to be the one of the primary investigators? I have an hour before the bus arrives. It's just Detective Kamihara's car. It is an official police vehicle. Detective Kuse. Looks like he's returning from investigation.
Nani?
Nandai.
僕は今から署に戻るところなんだけど。
But
ねえ。
How's the investigation going on your side?
いやー、なかなか進まなくってさ。探偵くんが気にしてくれてるのにね。もちろん何か分かったら探偵くんには何だって教えちゃう。
Huh?
捜査上の機密っていうのがあるんだよね。
Hi, sounds like he knows what he's talking about. Now, have you noticed anything new here? Why is he staring at me so intently? Yes?
髪切った。
What? I didn't, but...
あれ？違ったか。人が何か気づいたことあるって聞いてくるときは髪を切ったときかなって思ってさ。
Oh boy. Something seems off about him. No shit.
気づいたことっていうか、僕は探偵くんに気づいてほしいことが。
That Tuesday's with you. Because hair? It's exactly the same. Detective Tuesday. Is he being even stranger than he was yesterday? Or if he's always been this way?
ところで今はバス待ち？ああ、この路線本数少ないんだよね。
Yeah, I took a look at the schedule. Oof. Especially just thinking how it would be faster to walk back to the office.
よせよせ、結構な距離あるし、歩道もないから危ないし。
Yeah, you're probably right.
できれば乗せてやりたいんだけどねえ。
Ah. I see.
神、そろそろ行くよ。
ごめん、呼ばれちゃった。
Not sure I'm brave enough right now. Damn it, I forgot that it doesn't. Thought it always goes back to the top.
バス、なかなか。
He approached me, but it seems like something is going on with him. Guess I shouldn't hold him up any longer. I think I'll just wait for the bus, but thanks for your concern.
わかった。じゃあ気をつけて。またな。
Okay, maybe my initial thoughts on this guy weren't true at all. He's definitely not the killer because he would have known about the paper bags. I don't think he'll end up being. Well, I mean, he still might end up being a victim. I guess you never know. But I think he is somewhat of a kind-hearted individual. It's kind of like how the Kamada said he is and such and all that stuff. So. Seth Kamihara, please come back! Just kidding. Can't you just come pick me up? As if I ever say that to her for real. I think I'll just sit tight and wait. There's only one bus per hour, and they stop running pretty early. I mean, I could call someone. Guess there's no choice but to wait for the bus. How should I pass the time? Huh? Battery seems pretty low. Now I think of it, I don't remember charging the phone last night. Maybe I'll wait until it's an emergency. Should have listened to Ayumi about this. Who should I call? Oh, I could call a cab. I'll just dial 104 and get the operator to connect me. So smart for thinking of this. Cell phones are amazing. Thank you, Mr. Utsugi. But the battery. Maybe I'll wait until it's an emergency. Is it not an emergency? Well, yeah, let me think on a second. Like, let me just like go around thinking of like everything. Detective Kamihara is gone. It's good to hear all that backstory about him from Inspector Kamada.
変わった男じゃよ。そそっかしくてチャラチャラしとる。
I'm actually glad that I did kind of get all that backstory and
しかし、
such.
ああ見えて、上原君はなかなか優秀な刑事なんじゃぞ。
I am very, like, if you guys have watched me play any games, I'm very thorough when it comes. It depends on the game. Sometimes I'll be like, oh, just get me out of here. But, like, majority of the time, I'm like, okay, I want to expand all options. I want to go through everything. It's like, okay, do we go through this? Like, all right, I'm going to keep asking, going to keep asking, going to keep asking. I'm going to keep doing this, doing that, doing this, doing that. I want to know everything that there is to, like, know before I do anything. Before I go on. So I was like, okay, I just want to eat up all the dialogue. I don't think I did that much on the first few things here in this game, but I'm going to try doing that for now. It's like, I'm just going to, before they're like, oh, you got to do this thing, you got to do that, which is what I was kind of do with Kamihara here when him and Kuze pulled up. So I was trying my best there. And I think I did a decent job. I'll definitely be doing that now, more so here too. So. Terrible shot, though.
やつはしょっちゅうクゼ君に怒られとる。じゃがの、正反対な者同士に見えて、あれでなかなかの名コンビなんじゃぞ。いつも張り詰めとるクゼ君は、その上原君に随分救われとるようじゃよ。上原君とコンビになって周囲への当たりがソフトになったんじゃぞ、クゼ君は。
Again, I think your definition of mellowed out is different than my definition of mellow out. If you're sharing that about Kuze, maybe she's just as hard on him as she is on Detective Kamihara.
上原君の射撃の腕があまりにもひどいもんじゃから、クゼ君が拳銃の携帯を禁止してくれと直談判に来たことを思い出したんじゃよ。いつも一緒に行動しとる者からすれば笑い事ではないかもしれんがの。
I'm sure Kuze and Kamihara have a good working relationship. She does seem to be yelling at him every time I see them together, though. Maybe yelling is her love language. Okay, that's a little presumptuous there. Still thinking, but hardly any time has passed. I don't know what to do. Don't know what to do. Huh. Okay, it seems like we have to call for the taxi, which is what I figured, you know, but like... Is there anywhere else I can look around? Nothing of particular concern there. I don't know what to do. All right, I'll use the phone. Maybe I'll wait till it's an emergency. Or not, I guess. I think I'll just sit tight and wait. There's only one bus per hour, and they stop running pretty early. You motherfucker. Well, I don't know what to do. I've literally been going through all the options, and nothing's been coming up. Did I fuck up in doing that? Did I fuck up by not doing the by doing it that way? And as a result, I kind of like soft lock myself? That'd be stupid if that's the case. I will be 100% honest about that. That's dumb. I feel like I can't be locked out now because I feel like they would have let me call the phone again. Oh. I was like, what's going on? Let me call her. Let me call you. Let me call you. Do I seriously have to wait for like an hour? At this hour, it might be hard to find a taxi. Ah, okay. Uh. Am I just missing something? Because I don't see anything. Where the hell? So we got the schedule. That's all this. And then we got the bus shelter. I got... Maybe I did do the right call about not bringing out my phone. Or not calling for a taxi. I can't even use my cell phone. Guess I have to wait for the bus. Unless... Can't this discourage me? There's gotta be another way to call a taxi. I can do this. Probably. This hour might be hard to find a taxi. Okay, let's call a cab. I'll just use my mysterious powers. Close my eyes and... summon a taxi with my mind. I mean, it's worked before. That one time when I wished we'd have another sunny day. Is that the sound of a car approaching? I can feel it. I can feel it. Come on, universe. Send a cab to a PI in need. Come on. Huh? Can I really summon a taxi?
どうぞ乗ってください。駅まででよろしいですか？
What?
まあとにかく乗ってください。
Okay. You sure about this? Don't you have someone else to pick up or something?
ん？あなたを迎えに来たんですよ。
Me? Really? Cab driver picked up Taro from the bus stop behind Minami Design Junior High. Let's talk to the driver.
なんでしょ
Nandisha. You're here to pick me up specifically?
う。国道沿いのバス停に少年が待ってるからお迎えに上がるよう会社から連絡があったんですよ。 あなたが呼んだんじゃないんですね。じゃあ誰かが手配してくれたんですね。
Could have been Detective Kamihara? Thank you for calling the cab for me, Dice. It was really helpful.
ところでお客さん、
Yes, what is it?
お客さんを拾ったあの辺りで死体が発見されたって話知ってます？
Yeah, I heard about that. I probably shouldn't make a call in here yet. Saving it for an emergency. This is gonna be an emergency. I don't think that was him.
あんな何にもないところで一体何があったんでしょうね。人が寄りつかないような場所だからこそ犯罪って起きるんでしょうかね。
Yeah, you're not suspicious at all.
詳しくは知らないんですが、一昨日の夜子供が殺されたとか。
Travels fast.
仲間内じゃかなり話題になってますからね。なんでも中学生の男の子だとか。
Don't give out information.
かわいそうにね。
You're like, I guess, I don't know. Yeah.
嫌な事件ですね。
Let's talk to the driver.
で、お客さんはあんなところで何を？
Not exactly, Emma. How can I put it?
なわけないですよね。高校生くらいでしょ？
Well, I'm 19, so... Hey.
私、あの辺りは仕事でよく通るんですけど、あそこで人を乗せたことってないんですよ。だから、あんなところで何してたのかなって。
Just had some business to attend to.
あんまり詮索しちゃダメですね。すみません。
He often drives by this area for work. You said to drive through this area often?
ええ、実は一昨日の夜も通ったんですよ。確か10時頃だったかな。
Oh.
現場横の国道を車で通りかかった人が何かを見かけたという可能性はなきにしもあらずかな。
Maybe the driver saw something. Did you see anything noteworthy when you drove through this area the other night?
何かですか？
Yes, anything at all could help.
何かあったっけな。そうですね。
そうですね。
なんかあったっけな。あ、そうだ。私見かけました。
What? What is it?
見たんですよ。あの辺りにオートバイが1台止まってたの。
A motorcycle, huh?
間違いありません。一昨日の夜10時頃、あそこにオートバイが止まっていました。
Oh.
かなり大型のバイクでしたよ。まあ、でも。
Demo.
きっと、あれですよ。
Pit stop? Why there?
おしっこ、タッチションです。 夜遅い時間に道端にバイクが止めてあったら、まずそれで間違いないですからね。
Duh. He's pretty confident about this interpretation.
タッチションのために止めたという以外には考えられんでしょう。オートバイが止まってたんですよ。タッチショ
That's
ン
not
の
what I
た
wanted to pick.
とりあえず子供の姿は見てませんね。
So there's a motorcycle parked at the crime scene around 10 p.m. on the night of the murder. It's concerning to say the least. If the killer was riding a motorcycle, they must have killed Isuki there. Can't imagine transporting a body on a motorcycle. But I was about to say, Isuki's bicycle was at the scene of the crime as well, so stands to reason that he rode to the scene himself. I think it's most likely that Isuki was killed at the pump station, but why was the motorcycle parked there? Because they saw Isuki's body. No, it can't be. It's pretty dark out there at night, so if a motorcyclist were just passing by, it seems unlikely that they noticed Isuki lying that far back from the road. Yeah, that's true. Plus, wasn't the person called in the murder there in the early morning? Yeah, maybe the driver's right after all. Maybe the driver's right.
さっきから気になってるんですが、お客さんはなんでまた刑事さんの聞き込みみたいなことをしてるんですか？
Yeah.
高校生なのに？
Well, I'm actually in sort of a detective club. We like to investigate anything strange that happens in town. Why didn't I just tell my PI? Oh well.
へえ、そりゃ楽しそうでいいですね。
Yeah, it's all fun and games. Didn't happen to see anything else that night before last, did you?
そうですね。すみません。その代わりってわけじゃないんですが、私のこと話してもいいですか？
Sure, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
今日会社から連絡があって、あそこで少年が待ってるって聞いて、実は私ちょっとギョッとしたんですよ。
What?
タクシーって乗せちゃうことが意外とあるんですよね。
Calls from who?
この世のものじゃないものをですよ。
Ah.
あの場所って男の子が殺された場所でしょ？だからあなたを迎えに行くのが夜だったとしたら理由をつけて行かなかったかもしれませんわ。プロ失格ですね。あなたが好きそうな話かと思ったんですよ。つまんない話で申し訳ありませんでした。さあ、そろそろ駅ですよ。
Sure.
よー、今から後ろにチェックんだから帰れ。新作のどんなもんケースト買ったんだって。
Basilisk Quest 4? Oh my gosh.
行こうぜ、ドナクエやろうぜ。
Heck yeah, I'm in. Let's slay some Basilisk.
中学生の男の子って元気ね。
Ah.
ここが佐々木くんが通っていた南第三中学校ね。
So we swapped over to
生徒たち
Ayumi.
に話を聞いてみましょう。
僕も行くって言ったじゃん。なんで置いてっちゃう。かわいい。
かわいい。
こんにちはお姉さん。南第三中に何かご用ですか。
ええ、こんにちは。
Okay. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Alrighty, guys. I think that's gonna do it for this part of Let's Play Emio the Smiling Man. In the next part, guys, we'll talk to this boy and see what's up. And I'm curious now as to about the taxi driver, because we didn't use our phone. So the good news is, since we didn't use our phone to call the taxi, we might have the battery saved to call for help in whatever happens to us next, if something bad happens to us. So very curious indeed, huh? So yeah, I did get that a little wrong there, but I don't think it's too big of an issue. Yeah, I should have realized, like, oh yeah, he didn't see the bike because the bike was way too far away from the road to be seen even at night with headlights. So yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, this game's very interesting and I'm liking it so far, and I'm curious to see what happens next. But anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching this video. Guys, if you liked the video, please give that like button a click and comment down below, check about the video, didn't like about the video, and let me know, guys, what did you think of, you know, our observations, and do you think there's something more with this taxi driver, or is it just gonna be a sweet innocent taxi drive back home? Let me know. And as always, guys, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss a beat, and subscribe to our main channel too. That's in the description below. As well as follow me on Twitter. Both of my main Twitter, the RBG Kingdom Kid Twitter, are in there too. Thank you all so much for watching once again, and I will see you all next time.